Wednesday evening. What's up, guys? OD, aka M4 Micro Rigs. Also got Coyote if you're into that kind of thing. Woodland, also. Got a few backpacks there. Multicam black. Those are all left-handers. All this stuff here is left. I think I have, yeah, I got multicam black, aka M4s in there also. Extra large FUPAs, danglers, fanny packs, tool bags, large tool bags, medium clothes bags, small clothes bags, toiletry bags, day packs, more toiletry bags, tool pods, tool pod organizers, tool bag organizers, sorry, small mesh pockets, boot bags, let's go over here and see what's out here. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
I just opened my YouTube to get your video, and it says, has this video been recommended too many times?
Weird. Has this video been recommended too many times? This current video that's on? How weird.
That's why I said something.
Yeah, everything they can do to suppress you. FUPA, danglers, and OD. More micro rigs still being put together. Padded or non-padded. These are H suspenders. Here's the fan on again. Small black, multicam black clothes bags there. It's highly recommended. Homestead Medical, what's up? Bang Bang, what's up? Synthetic Person, what's going on? Easy K, Byron Robert, Scott Taylor, how are we? More micro rigs still in motion there, as well as out here. These are standard FUPAs right here. Those are already started being put together. Those are OD. More AKM4 micro rig parts and all of this. More primer colored large tool bags, primer standard tool bags, multicam black fanny packs, TIFF blue fanny packs, Highlander AKM4 micros, padded helmet, padded hearing protection cases, OD black tool bags, multicam black mini packs, multicam black red thread mini packs. Those are all in line right now, as well as all of this. Second night in a row, no notifications. Amanda just went on to find the video, and it asked her if this video has been recommended too many times. Bill Wilson, amazing you have to type SOE gear out all the way to get SOE to pop up. Yeah, that's how you know if somebody's actually shadow banned. If you have to type in all of the letters, that's what that means. Even with the shadow ban, we're up to 77,000 followers. 77,000 people have jumped through their hoops and played their reindeer games to be able to see this video. So we got 32 on here and 16 thumbs up. That helps when you guys hit that thumbs up. When you take this and you hit the share button and you send it to a friend, that also helps. That helps more than anything. You guys commenting, that helps as well. Francesco, how are you? SOE pulls it up for you. Good, good. Spent mag pouches right there. wallets. We recorded over 2 hours of podcast today. And for Patreon members, we recorded a 2-hour Patreon video, all based around the questions that the Patreon members asked. There was 18 of you guys that participated. Thank you. 60-hour week, right on. Isaac Barrett, how are you? What do you guys want to talk about? What gear would you like to see? What's going on today that you think we need to discuss? Oh yeah, super crispy. I think the F-35 with AI pilot. So apparently the F-35 pretty well flies itself, although there is a pilot on board. I guess usually 28 mag pouch, need Cryptek Raid with red thread. DJ, what's up, man? I'm the only one not getting notification. No, a lot of people are saying that, man. Belt Fed, what's up? Aurora Rings. We had a really good day. Yeah, mine was productive. Got weight vests for the wife and I a month back. One of the best. Nice. Right on, man. Pierre, what's up, man? Gear you showed me last night, all shipped today already. Yep. I actually pulled that order this morning. Amanda shipped it out. Yep. Nobody gets no. Apparently not, Josh. It asked Amanda when she went looking for it if the video had been recommended to her too many times. Like, even though you have to type this out and seek this out, clearly you want to see it. Would you like to see less of it? Toy Town, what's up? Angel, what's up? This is the shirt. United States post-apocalypse. Says the same thing on the back, has a red URL under it. Operation Money Wash, it absolutely should, Bama. I think everybody will agree with you on that. Usually start refreshing the page around 9:30. So did you see all the combat age males coming into Texas? Are you guys all aware that there is a, well into Texas, there is a town that has been built basically. It is 60 square miles, and it is all for illegal migrants, illegal aliens. And they can buy homes with no credit check and only $300 down. Are you guys aware of this? There's some financier has developed this whole entire town in the United States, up in the state of Texas, and it's over 60 square miles of illegal. There's trash everywhere. There's a bunch of fucking residences not on water. Not that I give a shit about that. If it's your property, you own it. These are all illegal people inside of the United States. Are you aware that Border Patrol is bringing thousands of people into the United States and just releasing them into the wild? This happened in San Diego yesterday. It's happening in Texas today in multiple places. Is this on your guys' radar? Yeah, it's happening in Cali. It's happening in Texas. How did Texas? Well, that's a good question. That's a good question. Somebody bought up all this property and has developed these shanty towns. It's all through there. They've got townhouses, single wide trailers, fucking cardboard boxes. It's literally, it looks like something that started as a housing development and has been becoming Tijuana. Blacked out tour buses. So in Massachusetts, the ones I'm seeing are like old white prison buses. Border Patrol is dropping, and it's Africans, it's mostly like Africans, and dropping these people off in San Diego. And they said, where do we go? They said, you can go wherever you want. And the dude on the camera said, can I go to Chicago? And the Border Patrol person said, you are clear to go anywhere you want in the United States. Yeah, 60 square miles, guys. We have all of Panama's insane asylum people sent here. Easy K, yeah. Chile, Venezuela emptied out their prisons, sent them here. There's no women and children with these guys. Are you aware? So if you want to see what's coming, are you aware of this island in Italy? There's 6,000 residents on the island. There's now 18,000 Africans. Shit hit the fan just around the corner. Well, I mean, LGBTQLXMYOZ, that month is over with, right? It's not Pride season. Race riot season is coming. You're rolling into race riot season. They all have electric bikes and been hanging out local parks in huge groups at 3 a.m. Local police told to stand down. Anytime I see buses like that, they are feds. Those are federal buses. That's exactly what they are. Yeah, all military age males. None of them are Mexicans. Seen a lot of guys with AK tattoos on their faces coming across the border. That would be cartel stuff. Military age males coming through the border. Yeah, they welded the gates open. Tech Perspective, what's up? Caswell, what's up? Yeah, Tim Pool was talking about this today. I think that's where I heard the 60-mile thing from. I think that's where I heard that. Blaze orange grocery bags have zippers. No. No, they don't. You can order a zippered grocery bag, and we can put a zipper in there. I don't know how you would order it. I don't have it set up for you to do that, I don't think. The president of El Salvador is sending them to Mexico. Yeah, they're paying the cartels to bring them into the United States or to the border. They have to pay a toll to get through the cartels. It's $15,000. Shipping on your mesh pocket shirt, right on. I'm in an MC and neighbor is cop. Asked if I wanted to help because he can't do anything. Redacted is a good YouTube channel for info. Yep. China's paying them in Chinese arms. China's paying the cartel? Quite possible. There is no conspiracy theory out there that is like you could make up the most far-fetched bullshit, and the average U.S. citizen would be like, Yeah, I could totally see our government doing that to us. Yes, I could completely see that happen. 2 days in a row, no notification. A lot of people on here saying that. Why did people include their order number when asking questions on the member video? When we started doing it, we were giving away, we would give you a t-shirt to the best question that we liked. I only saw one guy do it last week. I didn't see anybody do it this week. Was a little late. Who wonders if the fighter jet was hacked? The question is more, who thinks it wasn't hacked? I mean, what about the casinos? The casinos, that's just the shit you're hearing because there were patrons there. There were people on vacation at the hotels and their credit cards were getting hacked and all kinds of crazy shit. In all the smart rooms, the lights wouldn't come on. They couldn't use the televisions.
I missed out on all that good stuff.
And then that's because the MGM Grand Properties didn't pay the ransom. You know, it happened in DC, it happened in multiple states all at the same time. The week before, whatever casino hotel that was, they actually paid the ransom. Problem is all that shit's still it's all in the software. It's still there. So in a month from now, how do you know they're not going to re-ransom them? And the only reason you know about that is because there were civilians there, people on vacation talking about it. So what else got hacked? Now they're attacking Tim Ballard. What are they attacking Tim Ballard about? We knew conspiracies. Yeah, the old ones have all come true. Have patrols set up in your neighborhood. What state are you in, Patrick? We had airliners fly into Nashville a year ago, unloaded tons of illegals, put them on federal prison buses, and bust them. And they followed some of the buses. They went all over East Tennessee. Some of them went to Chattanooga, and some of them went into what's that place further east that I can't ever think of? Knoxville. Why can't I ever have? I never have that in my head. Knoxville. A bunch of them went to Knoxville. Governor Abbott here in Texas seems to be trying to fight the border issue, but every 2 steps, he takes the federal government, pushes him back. I believe if he really wanted to do something, he would do it. You have all these places declaring states of emergency. All that does is give them federal money so that they can help disperse them. They are relocating them. They are just moving them from one place to another place to another place. They are diluting you as a population. And while you say, man, I'm so glad this isn't my problem, it's only a short matter of time until it becomes your problem and my problem. A couple years ago, a hospital, I'm a nurse, got hacked and knocked out of the medical records, and we had a paper chart for months. Yeah, I've heard that about hospitals. I've heard that in the past. I didn't know how prevalent that was. Say it all the time. The news is not a list of events happening. It is a sliver. Yeah, it's the ones that they got caught and have to tell you, or the ones they want to use to distract you from something else that's happening. News doesn't report. Those are news readers. They don't go out and get the scoop anymore. They get issued. That's why all of the news channels report the exact same thing over and over. They'll get residential voting rights. Sexual misconduct, they said, because, you know, he had to touch children to save their lives. Who are we talking about? Can you do a citizen's arrest on the president? Luke's medical records got compromised here at the medical center in Houston, Texas, probably Russian or Chinese. Yeah, it's news programming. They get issued a script. Oh, they're going after Tim Ballard. Tim Ballard's the dude that did the movie. Is that who we're talking about? Nobody's stopping the flood of illegals. Texas isn't helping by shipping them further into... Yeah, they are dispersing them. The Texas militia is bigger than the Marine Corps. Do you think Abbott couldn't stop that with the National Guard? Do you think that's not possible? Not to mention the state guard. I believe that Texas has a state guard, a state militia, and the National Guard. Yeah, Russell Brand. Yeah, Russell Brand spent the last 10 years waking up because he knew sooner or later some bullshit sexual allegation charges from 20 years ago. 20 years ago. How fucking baffling is that? 20 years ago. Literally almost half of his life. A chick who both him and her say they had consensual sex, and then he got too rough for her. 20 years ago. Yeah, Texas Rangers. Yeah, Tim did the sound of freedom. I guess YouTube decided I don't get Evan Dixon, buddy. You're like the 20th person on here that said exactly that. Amanda went to find this video, and YouTube asked her if she's seen too many of my videos. Yeah, sex charge pop up at convenient times. Yeah, sex charge. 20 years? Okay, you want to accuse somebody? If you're found that you lied, then you go to prison for the terms. Katy Perry turn old Russell to freedom side. No notification. Katy Perry, yeah, with her eyeball thing. That was the best fucking publicity stunt ever. Tyler, no notification. Yeah, everybody's saying that, man. Weird. Check. So, go to a computer and start typing in special operations equipment, see if I pop up. When you have to type in all the letters to get to somebody that you're subscribed to, it's because you're shadow banned, right? Even with all the nonsense and as difficult it is, I do this every night at 9 o'clock or thereabout. And a lot of you guys are here every night. And often you're like, I didn't get a notification, I couldn't find you, right? Even with all that bullshit, there's still 77,000 people that have subscribed to this channel. 77,000 people. Our long form videos have an 80% retention rate. That means that that people watch 80% of the video. Even as difficult as it is to find, the channel, we're still growing. So many of these celebrities changing sides if they're just following trend. Who knows, man? Probably. There's another one. YouTube didn't notify me, Angel says. Patreon does it too. Won't show up on the app. Have to search it. So I made a post yesterday for Patreon questions. 18 people commented. We built a 2-hour video for Patreon today. We recorded over 2 hours of podcast for members today. If you're hearing this and you're like, what's the membership? We have a membership. It's $1, $5, $10. $10, there's a ton of content. Over half of our content is probably membership now at this point. So if you see our content and you're like, man, these guys make a lot of content, there's just as much behind the membership wall. And we go a little further in depth, go a little harder behind on the membership videos. Now, if you don't want to become a member, no worries. Those videos eventually make their way out 2 or 3 months later. The rats are climbing over each other to say that's a good way to put it, man. In early history of America, if you accuse somebody of a crime, they were found innocent, the accuser would serve the sentence. That's what should happen now. That's what should happen now. Keep pulling the thread awesome. Hank, what's up? Officially a banana republic. Fuck yes, you are. Yes, we are. Absolutely. Anyone who speaks up against the Biden narrative gains traction, gets ended. Yeah. Or suicided. One notification, you were live in the past 2 weeks. I've been live every night. So glad that the Senate did away with the oh yeah, for Fetterman. Do we really believe that's even Fetterman? Do we believe he's still amongst the living? When you signed up, the only option was the $5 membership. So you're not a member anymore, Jeremy. You don't have a star by your name. We've had 3 levels of membership for months and months and months. Fetterman lost his tattoo somehow. Oh, I didn't even know that. North Dallas still feels like America. More banana than Republic. Another dead man walking. The dude is a soup sandwich. The dude is a soup sandwich. Who knows, though? I mean, we see what they want us to see. Cloned sheep 25 years ago, yeah? On his forehead. Might be talking about Patreon. Oh, yeah, there's only a $5 level on Patreon. Dolly was the sheep. China says they're cloning people. Have you guys seen the things going around about these? They're talking about on the island for homeless people, so I assume that it's Hawaii. They have these pods. They look like they're wood frame with aluminum skin on them. They look to be about 10 by 10 feet. They have an air conditioner. They have a bed. They look like a jail cell. They have a bed, a little kind of kitchenette, maybe like a sink type deal. And they have a curious gas line running into them. And then they have a bell, an alarm bell, like a fire bell, but on the outside. And the speculation, there's a compilation of 5 or 6 videos. There is a whistleblower that it took some video. He works at the company that makes these. And the speculation is that they can gas people with these. There's some video of a dude in a COVID camp in Australia, and he apparently has his own phone, and he is videoing, and you can hear in the background somebody's kind of losing their shit, and one of the guards says, "If you don't calm down, we're going to gas you." He goes, "Go ahead and gas me." Now, that could mean a lot of things, but what they're saying is this gas line comes in here. What are they hooking this gas line up to? And what is the gas doing? The gas pods, the video is crazy. We'll die. But yeah, don't get on the bus. Don't get on the train. It's in Maui where those pods are. So there's several views of this, and there seems to be a lot of them. Has anybody mentioned UAW tonight? I would also love a 40% raise and all cars costing $100,000 as a result of it. Hank, I'm not familiar with what UAW is, buddy. I'm sure as soon as you tell me it, I'm going to be like, oh yeah, duh. Brown shirt army, full effect. England had something like that way back in the day, but there were refuges for sailors who were left adrift after being torpedoed. Correct term is immunization chambers. Yeah, I mean, or maybe they gas you to sedate you before they harvest you. Oh, United Auto Workers. Oh, of course. The worst thing for America is unions. Not gas heat. No, they're not gas heating. Absolutely, because they're running mini splits on these things. Mini splits produce heat. It's a heat pump. I feel like I just scrolled into the back rooms. The Twitchy Warlock. Have you ever been here before? Josh, yeah, that is a wild one. The kill chambers. Check that out. That video Josh posted there. Not gas heating. They're trying to ban gas stoves and furnaces. Yeah. Yeah. If you really want to be part of the conversation, you need to be a member on all platforms. Yeah, because the conversations are different. Scully and I sit down and talk based off of the questions you guys ask, and that spurs a ton of thoughts. Jeff went in a lot of different directions. I heard some stuff today I'd never even heard from Jeff on the Patreon videos today. We did a 2-hour podcast video, which will be in the members section of YouTube. And then we did a 2-hour Patreon video. And then on Patreon next week, we're picking the 2 winners for the stacked micro shooter kit. The winners will get to pick whether they want woodland or tiger stripe. They're going to get a stacked micro rig, FUPA dangler, slim padded H harness, and a hydration carrier. And you get to pick the color combo, the color that you want. Fight till I'm out of blood or bullets. Yep. Unions take your money and donate it to libs. They certainly do. Reminds me of the FEMA camps. Well, that's exactly what they are. I mean, look at them. They look the same. I thought we had kill chambers here in the USA. Aren't they the New York hospitals? You know what's funny? Electricians unions can't hire people. Kind of suspicious, though, because a lot of this stuff looks like recycled stuff from the COVID lockups. Well, it's the same thing. I mean, that is what it is. FUPA dangler. Yes, a FUPA dangler. Yep. That's this. Yes, it stands for Fat Upper Pussy Area. It is a FUPA. It's a fanny pack. But our fanny pack comes with a set of shoulder straps so you can wear it as a chest pack. Comes with a waist strap so you can wear it as a fanny pack or a crossbody bag. And it also has this panel here that rips up so that you can wear it right under your body armor, or it will integrate onto the back of all of our micro rigs. So you can run it right below there. I don't just mean the equipment, I mean the videos. Yeah, maybe some of the videos are old videos. Maybe it is. Maybe it is all bullshit. Bill, what's up, man? Hope all is well. I would bet my next paycheck we have those camps all over the U.S. Do you guys remember? There were thousands of these videos, thousands of them. They were taking old Walmarts and old Sam's Club buildings. They were running razor wire angled in, like they were trying to keep people in. There was a ton of video with UN vehicles and military surplus vehicles and such. And they had guards. They had private security. And there were thousands of videos of people just going up, and the cameras would track you, security would show up, and you're like, what is this place? And they wouldn't answer any of the questions. They would threaten to call the police. They're set up all over the place. And a lot of those videos disappeared. There was tons of videos when you looked up tunnels under Walmart. There were hundreds of news companies reporting and talking to neighbors and shit, and they're like, yes, for the last week, our entire house has been shaking. The ground shakes. There's a vibration. There's a hum. And you see the videos of them bringing in all the giant boring equipment. There was tons and tons of that stuff. Go search it now. You're hard-pressed to find any of it. It's all been removed. How do you sub to the YouTube membership? It's just membership. Can't find the YouTube. So are you on if you're on an iPhone, you got to do it from the computer. Or you have somebody has a way to do it. I think you log out to do it. There's some trick to it. YouTube told Apple, you have to do this thing. Apple said, no, we're not doing this thing. So there's some nonsense between the two platforms. Don't popo me, bro. They broadcast what they're going to do. Yeah, I think it's like Satanism or witchcraft, right? Part of the secret society or whatever it is, they always telegraph the punch. They tell you what they're going to do. All this stuff that happened in 2019, in 2018, they had a program called Event 201. They told you exactly what they were going to do. They just did another one of those. They say there's going to be another outbreak. It's going to kill young children. And the biggest focus is how do we suppress and control disinformation and medical disinformation across social media platforms. It just happened. Look up new event 201. I cannot find the name of the event this time that they used, but it's already out there. The World Economic Forum posted videos of it. Go get 750. Just saw the price and decided I don't need mine that bad. I don't know what we're talking about here. Nevermind is trafficking minors and federally funded. I believe that. Would Scotchgard or silicone work better to waterproof a tool bag? You don't need to put anything on the tool bag. I've had large tool bags in the back of my truck full of tie downs, and we went through a storm that was insane, knocked trees down. The bed of the truck was even holding water the next morning, and when we unzipped the tool bag, it was dry. Now, it will piss through the zipper, but you don't need to Scotchgard it. Now, if you have a light colored one, it'll get dirty, right? If you have one in Alpine, Scotchgard it, put whatever you want on there for stain protection, but you don't need it for waterproofing. Raw Dog, what's up? Watching on Roku, commoner or phone, and I had to go to the history to find you. You're blocked even when I'm... Easy K-Man, I'm seeing that a lot tonight. Aurora Rings, Agenda 2030. So it's actually Agenda 2035 now. They have... Remember when everybody was making fun of Alex Jones and Agenda 21? Every single bit of that has been passed. People caught on to it. They've changed the name. I promise, no matter how small of a town you're in, they have this federally funded program. They've just changed the names to more benign sounding names. Use Safari to go to YouTube and you can join us. Thank you, Byron. Mista T 2.0 is restreaming you. I'm not sure what that means. They don't got to burn the book. Yeah, they just did. It's a digital book burning now. Tyler, you sure that's not you selling? I don't even see what we're talking about here. Hey, Jason Barr, what's up, buddy? Tyler, Angel Guzman, seriously, I have one that's for sale then. Man, I must have missed something here. Somebody was selling a black 308 chest rig H harness and hydro carrier for $750. More power to them, man. More power to them. We're about to run OD 308 rigs. We just had a bunch of 308 rigs a few weeks ago. Use mine for a range bag. Yep, gym bag too. Guys use the large tool bags for range bags, gym bags. Was in a local rural grocery store yesterday, and people are starting to wear masks. Yep, it's coming back. Remember when everybody was having to get the secret experiment shot? Remember? And did you notice how Australia and New Zealand and Canada and the United States, all the governments came out and said, we didn't mandate that. They're not going to have to mandate it. All the big corporations will mandate it because all the big corporations are owned by BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street. Those are all international. Those are the one world government. All right, guys, listen. I'll be right back. Hello. Yeah, I was taking a piss. That's exactly what I was doing. You see this right here? I drank one of these right before I got on here. And then I drank another one. I drink about 20 of those a day. It's 24 ounce, I think is what it said. I think that's what Amanda said they are. I think they're 24 ounce. Thought it was frozen. No, I said, hold on, I'll be back. 400-pound man today wearing a mask and thought, yes, that's what he needs, less oxygen. My Walmart, white people, no mask. Yeah, the black folks around here, at least in Jackson, black folks, especially like older black folks, have been wearing the mask all along. And I'm not sure why. I want to have a conversation and be like, why are you, what's the concern? Like, why are you wearing that? But I mean, whatever. Do whatever you want to do. Dad needs the Flomax. Gets a 26-inch rifle case SOE makes. If you need a rifle case, do not wait for me to build you a rifle case. The feds just announced free Khufu stats in the mail. Yeah. Heard this use from Mile. Got stuck at a railroad crossing. Nothing but car carriers. Keep thinking of how many people can fit in. Oh yeah, for sure. Cattle cars. Just ordered a Fupa XL as a low profile carry option. What color did you order? Grab a black tool bag. They don't get dirty. Yeah, there's people out there in the masks. You're going to see the gloves and all the bullshit again. They're still wearing masks. Most of them are little boy girls that look like they cut their own hair without a mirror. You see a lot of it. They're in Priuses. They've got Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders stickers on their cars. They look like their job is to be a professional victim. What brand aminos? Tired of Crystal Light. Extend aminos is what I've been using. The flavor is just amazing. It's really good. Praying that I'll never have to reach a point in my life to sell my SOE chest rig for $750. Shit, sell it. Buy another one. Buy two and sell one of them for $750. She, him, it things. A fart can get you through butt cheeks, underwear, and jeans. Yeah, it's the whole chain link fence stopping mosquitoes. I have a knife on the bench for you, red and black micarta handles. Will be done in a week or two, working in between other jobs. Right on, man. Sounds awesome. Yeah, why would black folks trust their governments? It's the older black folks that think they're Democrats. Democrats not what it used to be. The KKK were Democrats. Jim Crow laws, Democrats. Anytime a nuclear device has been used, Democrats. Who's your Warhawks now? Democrats. Republicans too. But it's not the party for the people. It's not as they lead you to believe. You have low information voters. The Tuskegee experiments. How about irradiated milk for children? How about when the FBI launched nuclear particles, nuclear contaminated pieces of metal? They launched them from the top of not a Shriners building, a Freemasons building, into the projects, right? You know about that, right? They actually tore those down. When that all got outed and all those people got sick, it was projects. It was multi-story buildings. You know, they leveled those and removed all the debris in like 2 weeks when that got outed out. Do you know what I'm talking about? If you haven't heard that, just Google any of that, anything I just said, you will find those stories. Several small viruses they sprayed over several cities. Yes. Even in the 2000s, the United States Navy flew over San Francisco. The United States Navy flew over San Francisco and spreaded active pneumonia spores to test the spread. I believe that was in 2005. Yeah, but you can't be trusted with firearms. You should make one product a month in some crazy fabric or maybe color tones and auction off and make thousands of dollars. Several small viruses they sprayed over cities. Yes, I know about the radiation experiments too. Jeremy, you already asked it on the Patreon video. I answered it today. Do you see any multicam black red thread clothes bags? No, your order hasn't shipped because we don't have any multicam black red thread clothes bags. We've built a ton of multicam black colored thread stuff. I don't know why we haven't run the red yet. I've got the toiletry bag. I'm aware I have 2 orders identical to yours. One is for, they're both for medium multicam black clothes bags, red thread, and toiletry bags. We have the toiletry bags. We don't have the clothes bags. That's why your order hasn't shipped. It's not because it's sitting here and we're just holding your order. And you don't hate to ask because you, in fact, hate to ask so little that you paid to join Patreon and asked the question which we answered today on the Patreon video. Masks are bullshit. Of course, we all know that. The masks are an identity. It is to identify them from us. That's what the mask is about. It has become their identity. If they were so concerned that they needed to wear a mask, they wouldn't approach you in a rapid manner with any aggression because you're not wearing the mask. If they truly believed it, they would avoid you because you don't wear the mask. Do you remember when they put all the bullshit arrows on the grocery stores? And little drawn up, vegan, unhealthy looking motherfuckers would want to fight with you if you were walking the wrong direction. They would make a big fucking deal and squeal and fall on the ground. Do you remember all that shit? Walmart perpetrated and caused all that shit and allowed it. Do you know that Walmart is dividing their stores into 2 pieces? Do you know that Walmart's not selling TVs and electronics because of the economy? It's more food stuff. Walmart is dividing their store into 2 sections and they're mirroring each other. And Walmart's goal by this year, Walmart's goal for this year was to have 60% less people come in the Walmart store. They are moving to a delivery only program. Their goal is to you not come to Walmart anymore. I just said to people, if masks work and you are wearing one, then I don't need to. Exactly. There are some by me that wore it up until they're still wearing it, man. We still have little, and they're all like, you'll see a boy and a girl together. Both their bellies are hanging out. They look like they're brother and sister. They're clearly maybe not brother and sister, but they look like brother and sister. Both him and her have like furry chin beards. They have like this fur all over them. They smell, and they've both dyed their hair with Kool-Aid, and clearly they're fucking each other. You see those people all the time when you go out in public, and they're still wearing masks. Open door retail shirts. It's also so they can just deny your service. If you can't come to the grocery store and you are reliant on them, or as things get tighter and you order apples, you won't have a choice of apple. They will just send you the apple that they have. Yeah, you won't get the food delivery. It's about control. It always looks incestuous. It's so strange. They're everywhere, man. They're fucking everywhere. Still see people driving cars. Yeah, they're still driving. My buddy got blue pilled hard by his girlfriend. No one talks to him now. Are we wrong though? Well, I mean, look, if we have acquaintances and we have friends, we need to differentiate between the two. How many people talk about their friends, and when you're like, when's the last time you saw your friend? They'll give you some vague answer. And when you really push it and you flesh it out, they've never met their friend. They could be thinking they're talking to some hot chick on the internet that's really some fucking fat dude jacking off every time they're talking on the internet. You don't know who you're talking to on the internet. Ordering groceries for my grandparents during this bullshit. Yeah. Not dyeing your hair with Kool-Aid now. You know, I would not. I would not. Love seeing someone walking down the aisle at Walmart with a mask. I start fake coughing. Yeah. I'd be like, you know, you don't have to wear the costume anymore. What do you know, it's not Halloween yet. What are you, a patient? Everywhere, dude, working a Pride event was atrocious. Yeah. I've never seen a Pride event. No more water for everyone. Selective targeting. If you can't shop with everyone, then they can decide what you get. Absolutely. Absolutely. I just randomly lose orders in the sea of boxes only to be found when you ask about the magic number. No, I get it. I mean, I do. I understand it. Keep them on the plantation. That's right. Me and the wife have used Walmart pickup order before. Won't order produce and let them pick my shit. How often do you go? Half of the apples are rotten. Angie, what's up? Went to high school with him and wasn't anything like he is now. Well, is he a benefit to you? Like, just because you're an acquaintance, people change. People fucking change, right? You don't have time for that. Like, why hang out with somebody where you even have to question when you walk away and have frustration or anger or anything other than a positive interaction, right? No is a one-word sentence. Do you want to hang out? No. No, I don't hang out. Ask anybody that's been here near me. I don't fucking hang out. You want to hang out? Come to an event. Show up the night before. You know, order whatever it takes to get here, to be able to come here the night before. That's when we sit around for a couple hours. We have dinner. You know, instead of when there's 1,000 people here and we're running 1,000 miles an hour, pay for whatever the class is the day before. And that's when we hang out. That's the only hangout. You'll never see me drink in public. You won't ever see me with anything in my hand other than the cup that I drink or a water bottle, right? You don't ever see me sit down and eat. When I eat, if I'm not at a restaurant, we are standing in the kitchen eating, and we are in a hurry to eat and get back to whatever it is we're doing. Like, there is no hangout. I have about 10 people that I am willing to go do something other than work with. If, like, you want to be my friend and hang out, you better be doing business in some capacity or come work here for my company. Those are the people I hang out with. The answer is no. A girl who wants open relationship, you know what that means. She's screwed. Yeah, she fucks whoever she wants. That's what that means. Dudes did it forever. Chicks have a vagina. They can have a different dude at their house 5 times a day. Which aminos? Extend. I use extend. I mean, here, I'll show you. Recently ditched 25-year-long friend. He's just too, yeah. If you have to even leave the person that you call friend after you leave that interaction and you have any frustration, dislike, discomfort, talk shit about, you don't have time to hang out with that person. If it adds anything negative to your life, you have no time for that person any longer. If you just said no, how much better would your fucking life be? Okay, I think we're back online. So extend, that's the 90 serving container, it's big. They have smaller containers on Amazon. I think we buy the bigger ones through bodybuilding.com. Order the small ones off Amazon. Get the flavors you think you want, test them out. I've never had a flavor that wasn't good. I don't like orange at all, but that blood orange shit is really good. The sour apple and the watermelon are my 2 favorite. Needing to get shit done and he shows up. I don't know who you're talking about, but hey, I'm busy. I don't have time to hang out. And when typically when those people come around, they are complaining about something, and they're complaining to you about somebody that you don't even know. Push those people away. You just have to be straightforward. Hey, I am on a mission. I am focused. I am accomplishing things today. What you are doing is hindering me from that, and you are not adding to me. Everybody is contagious, and I don't want to catch what you're spreading right now. You only have to tell them once or twice. Hey, I'm not involved in your bullshit. Or if you have somebody negative around you and they're frequently negative, point out to them that, hey, all this bad shit happening in your life, there's a common denominator, and that's you. You're involved in every piece of it. So remove yourself from it and don't bring it to me. I'm not your counselor. I'm not your confidant. And I don't even know the people that you're telling me about. Not interested. I don't do drama. The freeze jacked up my entry. A friend is someone you just mentioned needing to get shit done, and he shows up. Yeah, get rid of that motherfucker. Or unless he's there to help you. John, for Total War, I have only used the already mixed. Do you prefer the powder over premix? It's not that I prefer the powder over premix. I can control the volumes and the dosages, right? When I use premix first thing in the morning right before I make the video, I put the premix in the container and I put very little water. And then I chug that. I just swallow it in a couple swallows. So I've had the whole dose of premix, a little bit of water, I make the video, I come inside, and I work out immediately. Just finished Richest Man in Babylon. That's awesome. Read it every year or listen to it. Grow most of your veggies. That's awesome, man. What is Scully's ethnicity? Could he be half Korean, half Mexican? I don't know. Ask him. Ask it on Patreon. He'll tell you what he is. Everyone I know has a kid that has been brainwashed into their transgender bullshit, including my own kid. That's terrible, man. That's a terrible situation. Kids are programmed by what they are around and what we allow them around. You want to have control over, like, we send our kids to people who hate our way of life, and then we wonder why our kids hate our way of life. We are going to have to take more control over our families and prevent them to get them. You have to get them out of the government school system. I can't afford private school. Well, then you better get a second fucking job, or you're going to be saying in 10 years from now that my kids hate everything that I believe in. You better make up your mind. You teach them, or somebody will teach them shit you don't want them taught. Scully's American. He'll say American. He'll probably tell you. He'll probably tell you. This is Unimog. If it doesn't affect the temperature of water in my pool, it does not matter. That's right. Processed at 65, Belvedere 426, GTX Hemi 69. I don't know what you just said, but you reached down deep there, buddy. I'm guessing that's some kind of muscle car. Speaking of schools, are all the recreational marijuana states squandering the taxes, or is it just mine? Anytime they can tax something, it is never going to go to what they told you it was going to go for. Look at fuel tax in California. Fuel tax was supposed to go to fix all the roads and such. Taxes are always stolen. It is never. Look at all the school bonds for California, right? Look at all the pension funds. They don't have any of the money. They always have to come up with some new scheme. Look at the lotteries. Where's all the lottery money go? Yeah, the roads are trashed everywhere. Infrastructure's trashed. It's almost like they think that the world is just going to come to an end. They keep the Ponzi scheme going. They kick the can down the road. They create another program so they can continue to steal more money. It's almost like they think the end of the world is coming as we know it. So they're going to do as much crime as they can, not worry about getting caught, because they know something is coming. They're going to keep stealing the money. They're going to keep building their bunkers. It is continuity of government. It is not continuity of public. It is not continuity of you. Seems like the gig is up. Yeah, I'm with you. Now, with that said, the conversations we have, there's 81 of you currently on here. When I looked a minute ago, it was 60 on here and 82. That means some people need to hit the thumbs up here. The number on the right should always be greater than the number on the left. You're here for a reason. Most of us on here believe pretty close or similar things. We have similar beliefs. We all probably can agree whatever the government says they're doing for you, it is never in your interest. If the FDA says they're banning something, you should probably go buy a bunch of it. It's because it works. Do you know they're trying to take all the cold and nasal medicine off of the market? Tylenol PM, all of that stuff. Remember when they banned ephedrine and they gave you this other bullshit that didn't work as well? They're after that now. Do you believe the EPA has your interest at hand? Do you believe the FDA or the IRS has your interest? I think we can all agree that they do not. So start removing yourself. It doesn't have to be all at once. Come up with some hobby business that you can trade your services or skills for other services, skills, or products. Remove yourself little by little. Grow some of your own food. Even if you're not going to use it, just consider it practice. For all these people that have seeds put away for an emergency, but you've never sprouted seeds or grown a garden, look up sprouting. You can do it right in your kitchen with canning jars and a lid. They make lids. You don't even have to use like window screen. They make little plastic lids. that are like a mesh screen, plastic mesh screen. They're very inexpensive. Put your seeds in there, wet your seeds for 8 hours, dump the water out, and then once a day, fill it with water till it's over the top of the sprouts. Dump it out. In about 3 days, that whole jar, from like a pinch of seeds, that whole jar will be full of sprouts. Sprouts are just baby plants. So if you sprout broccoli sprouts, it tastes just like broccoli. Sprouts have way more available bionutrition than the actual plant. You can sprout sprouts every day of the year, no matter what the temperature outside is. You can sprout sprouts. You could also take, here's something you don't know, when you buy those little seed packets and you pay $1, $4, or $5 for like 12 seeds, when you buy sprouting seeds, they're the same sprouts, you buy them by the pound, you can plant them in dirt and grow whatever that plant is. Just play around with it. Grow yourself a garden. You can grow a garden in anything. You can grow a garden in these 5-gallon buckets. You can grow gardens in trash cans. You can grow gardens in anything that is a container that you throw away from the grocery store. Just grow something. Use Miracle-Gro soil if you want to. Yeah, Miracle-Gro is the devil. You could grow the worst shit at home. It's going to be better than the most expensive, best shit you can buy from the store. It's also not going to have poisons and chemicals on it. Just practice that. We can all agree that things are changing. Things are not going to be as good in the future, but they could be. They could be. Get you a couple rabbits. I'm not allowed to. Nobody's going to know you have them. Get you a couple rabbits, put them in a cage, go pull a bunch of weeds, feed them weeds every day, give them a little bit of pelletized feed, put your girl rabbit in your boy rabbit cage. He's going to hump her like a rabbit. 30 days later, almost to the hour, she's going to have babies. Take those babies, grow them up, use those babies, sell them for snake food, feed them to your dogs, or just suck them out and eat rabbit. More important than the rabbit is the manure. Now take that manure, put cement trays under your rabbits, put that manure in a pile, and when you need that, take that manure and mix it into your new beds. You used Miracle-Gro soil this year, your plants in your garden grew awesome. It won't grow shit next year because you've sucked all the nutrients out. Add the rabbit manure to the dirt. If you have fruit trees around your property, take the rabbit manure, put it around the fruit tree. Take the rabbit manure, put it in a 55-gallon drum or a bucket or anything, and make rabbit manure tea. Now take that tea and use it like a liquid fertilizer and fertilize your plants. Just start doing something. It will show you that you can do something. There's no wrong way to do any of it. Chickens are great. People are going to know you have chickens. Chickens are good. Go get you some chickens. Don't get a rooster. Most people won't know you have them that way. A chicken will give you an egg almost every day once it's 6 months old. Some start earlier than that. And you're going to get an egg almost every day, at least every other day. If you got 10 chickens, you're going to get at least 6 eggs a day. A lot of times you'll get 10 eggs a day. Fun story, rabbit is so healthy you can starve to death. You would be very hard pressed to starve to death off of rabbit. That is in a starvation situation where you only have rabbit, and in a survival situation, oils are harder to get a hold of. If you're gonna have rabbit, all you have to do is simply cook your rabbit in butter, some kind of oil, or preferably lard or grease. Bacon grease works great for rabbit. You would be very hard pressed in today's times to have any kind of rabbit starvation. The problem is that it has no fat in it. Start drinking a ton of cologne. What books would you recommend for stuff like this? Man, take your pick. Get on Amazon, put in prepper or survival, and just start adding your library. Now, when you say book, are you going to actually sit down and read a book? There's tons of 40 Acres and a Mule, 10 Acres, Self-Sufficient. There's so many books. I'm buying books. I'm building a library. I used to have a ton of books. I still do. I have bins full of books. Just pick something, read the reviews, buy you something. There'll be a lot of overlap in all kinds of stuff, but there is a ton of options out there. Rabbit meatloaf. Yeah, you can mix rabbit with all kinds of stuff. You can grind it up. You can make rabbit burgers. Bind it with an egg. Ordered a huge tub of it and castor oil as a soak. Not sure what we're talking about there. And send letters to local reps asking why you can have yapping ankle biters in backyard full of crap, but not chickens. Allowed versus able. We were never supposed to have chickens, ducks, any of that stuff in Tierra Santa, where I grew up, in San Diego. I had all that shit. Nobody said anything ever. Start with only a couple plants, then you see what's involved. Yeah, keep it like a pet. Our apples look nothing like... No, they certainly don't. By the time you're eating an apple at a store, it was picked off the tree or fell off the tree over a year. Horses produce awesome top. Yeah. Watch with horses, though, right? Because horses will do, horses try to kill themselves, right? So what is the horse eating? You have to give it, typically people are bringing in grasses, alfalfa, different types of things. There is a pesticide that passes through them. So if the horses eat this grass and then they manure it out and you put it in your garden, it'll actually work like Roundup almost. So just be aware of that. I'm sure that you are aware of that. Did you need surgery? Who are we talking about? What's going on here? Get some BPC 157 and TB 500. So I'm not familiar with TB 500. Look up Wolverine, BPC, body protective coating. There's some other things as well. Water isn't an issue because they have a pool. No pump, nor chlorine, no good. Swimming pool, you can always boil it if you need to, preferably filter it. And we can use a 5-gallon bucket, old school, if we have to, with the pool. Our sun is going to explode way sooner than we think the government knows it. Except their distraction of that. Are you still building Memorial Day EDC promo? Yes, your order is probably waiting. I don't know Memorial Day. I don't think we let you choose the color of bag. Have those bags. Asteroid, there's always an asteroid inbound, isn't there? What's the big one? Isn't it wormwood or something? Something biblical. There's a ton of biblical things going on right now. Oh, Foxfire series, yeah. We only buy hay from a few local farmers that don't use. Yeah, is it rhizome? It's I can't remember the name of that stuff. Somebody here knows. Sounds dope. Building a library, a knowledge hub of your own would be so sick. Yeah, I use file cabinets. I have old file cabinets. I have every issue of like Backwoods Home Magazine, Mother Earth News, American Survival Guide. Backwoods Home Magazine would be a good one. They do a compilation that comes bound in books, and then they also have them on like CDs and DVDs, so you get every issue. But the books, they do the compilation of like all Jackie Clay's work. Those are good. Man, you have so many options right now. There's even targeted marketing stuff. There's something called The Old Ways. It's this old dude, looks like he's Amish, has a really good presentation, a little 5-minute infomercial, buy my book thing. And then you go to buy his book, and there's like, it's a click funnel. So you have to go through like, if you buy this one, you'll get this one for $5. And if you buy this one, we'll add this one for $2. By the time you go to buy this one book, it takes 10 minutes to get through all the bullshit click funnels. I would have bought every one of them. but only one of them is a print book and the other 9 are ebooks. I don't buy ebooks. I need the actual hard copy. And we buy 2 books a lot of times when we buy books. Go to used bookstores too. Check out, look at like the blue book, the Ball canning jar, the canning blue book. It changes drastically over history. Find you old stuff. PP1. Should we get our bunkers? Yeah, the backwoods compilations are pretty good. Oh, Josh, I blew up my knee playing golf. How you, motherfucker, I see you cut down these huge trees. I see you up on roofs building shit, and you blew your knee out playing golf? Golf. Taco Bell? Yeah, they're changing the definitions. They are literally changing the definitions of words. Multicam black day packs. Yeah, I got a few up there, I think. Aminopreolid, clopyralid, flux, blah, 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 are in a class of herbicides. See, I knew somebody would know. Listening and throwing out crap in my garage I don't need. Finally found something I'm doing better than SOE. Yeah, I don't throw anything away. I have buildings full of stuff. Picked up an Eddie Stone 1970 30-06. Not familiar with it. Do you have anything like dedicated M1 Grand chest rig? I make a dedicated M1 Grand chest rig. I'm not sure what that thing you're talking about is, or what kind of mags or what it takes. Russ ream. I'm not familiar with what that is. Had to go jack it off, take it off Wiki, got it. Had to go jack off and look it up. The art of accumulation. Man, there's so many times when I go to throw something away and I'll think of 20 reasons I could use it. So every 5 years, I just get a new building and move just the things we need into the new building, and all of the other stuff sits in the old building. OG military manuals, dystopian future reference. Japanese black beetle that you have to make sure isn't in the hay. Now 2, 1 beetle can kill a horse. Oh, I didn't know that. I had no idea about that. John Daly and I have a huge torque swing. Hard life being on a PGA. Were you on the PGA tour? Were you a golfer for real, Matt? Porters without the bugs, or the dead cats. SOE lever gun rig would work for it, even though it's a bolt action. Oh yeah, there we go, Jeremy. And I actually have some lever gun chest rigs right now. I think I have Woodland, and as well as multicam black. If this dies as I get closer to the doors over here, it'll come back on in a second. I'm just checking, making sure all the doors are closed. We had some people in and out of here. We had guys running around doing some stuff today, so just double checking. Wife gripes about my stuff until I point out how many shoes, sunglasses, etc. Yeah, my wife, man, I'm always tripping over her shoes. So many shoes. Shoes. She's a shoe hoarder. I'm a pro hacker. Right on. I'll bet you had a tape measure out there with you too, didn't you? I could totally see you with a big giant tape measure playing golf. TRT is the best thing to ever happen to a marriage. Know what I'm saying? Hunted. You know, women have testosterone also. If there's a low sex drive, it is a hormone issue for the most part. And just as you get your hormones optimized, your wife should be looking at that as well. Dead possum, possibly. Early doctor's appointment. Bama Dad, man, I hope whatever you're going to the doctor for, I hope that goes well. I hope that's on your terms and not out of necessity. But get some rest, man. I just need a black subgun. So I don't have a black subgun micro. I've got a multicam up there that can ship. I've got a Coyote that can ship to you tomorrow morning. It's a problem, but it's not my problem. Need peptides. Yeah, peptides will help. I'm waiting to see Amanda type on here about the shoes. Fat cat and your little black hat. We sent these out with stickers that said for rectal use only. There's no sticker on that one though. If you're not aware, for very little money, you can get a roll of stickers that say for rectal use only, hundreds of them. And when you're at Walmart, you can stick them on all the bananas. People get a great entertainment from such things. Cat Daddy, everything is well here. Has anyone paid attention to all the Viagra ads targeted towards 20-something lately? Yeah, what's causing that? No shit. Have we painted the shop roof blue? No, but I do have lots of blue tarps if we get into laser season here. There are a bunch of people changing their roof color to blue though. Like we joke about it, but there's a lot of people changing their blue roofs. So subgun rigs, multicam and Coyote. Lever gun chest rigs. I think I have some lever gun chest rigs right here. Lever gun, multicam black lever guns. I thought I had Woodland. It looks like we've sold all the Woodland ones. Put the stickers on apples, bats, rolls of hamburger, and 5G radiation from cell phones and pockets. Yeah, there's probably something to that as well. Yeah. Are you guys up to are you up to speed on the September 23rd stuff and October 4th? You know, you can get a Faraday bag for like 35 bucks. If you want to know if people are like, oh, just put your phone in an ammo can. Just put your phone in the refrigerator. Maybe. If you want to know if it works, put your phone in the ammo can and call it from somebody else's phone and see if it rings. If it rings, it's not a Faraday cage. It doesn't work. You can buy Faraday bags for like 35 bucks off Amazon that do work. Lead bag work? I think it would, Dragon. If you have one, if you're asking, I assume you have a lead bag. Just put your phone in it and see, call it. There's a lot of stuff. They're saying that they're going to send out 5 pulses over 30 minutes. There's a lot of stuff about pulse rate and kilohertz cycles of sound as repairing ailments as well as causing ailments. Ghost, what's up, buddy? How are you? Faraday cage for your Blue Eddy. So there's a lot of stuff on how to make Faraday cages. I think importantly, to build your Faraday cage, to test it out, simply put your phone inside it and call your phone. If your phone rings, Your Faraday cage does not work. Haunted. So what's being said, if you look at all the, just type in Hawaii fire, Maui fire, you will see a lot of aerial footage where things are burnt all around, and right in the middle are blue umbrellas, like sun umbrellas for patios that didn't catch fire. There's a lot of blue roofs, a lot of the standing structures where fire all around them, everything's destroyed. Structures with blue roofs were not destroyed. Plastic trash cans that were blue, not destroyed. Blue seems to reflect, if it's a direct energy weapon or whatever's being reported, items that are blue did not burn down. Zombie identification day. Put the tinfoil on the head. Maybe. How simple would it be to just not be home that day? Or not go to work that day? Or not be traveling that day when that phone goes off? Or what if they're just putting some kind of malware on your shit? Or what if it's pinging your phone and just data collection? Whatever it is. Do you think if the government's doing it, do you think it has your best interest at hand? Whatever it is, do you think it benefits you in any way? Need the gasket here, garbage cans work. Thought about 55-gallon drums. The rest area on 40 west of Jackson, mile marker 72, is a Faraday cage. My phone will not work there. All right, guys, listen. I'm going to get off of here. Yeah, the nano machine. Okay, everybody knows about hydrogel, right? If you don't know about hydrogel, just check it. Just look into it. Just listen to some videos about hydrogel. Right? And everybody knows about 5G, whether there's any conspiracy to it or not. I think we can all agree that in the last couple years, massive amounts of towers have gone up for all this 5G network stuff. And then just connect the dots, or maybe you look into this information and you're like, these dots don't connect. No worries. No worries. If you go buy some Faraday bags and nothing happens, are you better off for having the Faraday bags? They didn't cost you much. You can see arid mesh pockets. Yeah, they look like this. But let's be real. You don't want to know what the arid mesh pocket, that's not really what you're asking. I think it's personal sicko scavenger hunt for specific individuals that have them fooled, maybe. Gene deletion at 18 megahertz. Look that up. Look that up. Maybe there's nothing to it. Dues can be adjusted to skip certain frequencies visible light spectrum. There seems to be some stuff out there that says that, yes. Everything is sound and vibration. Yes, even glass. Even glass is not solid. Biosolids from wastewater treatment plants to create topsoil. And now all the animals have, yeah, the forever plastics. Yep. It's everywhere. You know where there's not any forever plastics? Cast iron doesn't have any forever plastic. Stainless steel doesn't have any forever plastic. All right, guys, I'm out. Everybody have a good night.